I heard the bells ring and went to the gate. I stayed there a little and saw Mr. Lovell coming with his buckets. I asked him, where was the fire? He said it was not a fire. Numbers of boys on the other side of the way were throwing snowballs at the soldiers. The sentinels were enraged and swearing at the boys. The boys called them lobsters, bloody backs, and hollered, "Who buys lobsters?" There was also a number of people who stood where I did and were picking up pieces of sea coral that had been thrown out thereabout in snowballs and throwing them over at the sentinels. I went to cross over to where the soldiers were, and as soon as I got a glimpse of them, I heard somebody huzzah and say, "Where is old Murray?" with the riot act, and then began to pelt snowballs. The first word I heard was a grenadier say to his men, to a man by me, "Damn you, stand back." How did I hear him? He was so near that the grenadier might have run him through if he hadn't stepped one step forwards. While I stopped to look at him, a person came to get through. He turned about and said, "Man those lobsters, bloody backs. Are you going to stab me?" The soldier said, "By God, will I?" One of the persons who was talking with the officer turned back quickly to the people and said, "Man, he is going to fire." Upon that, they cried out, "Fire and be damned! Who cares? Be damned you! You dare not fire!" And he began to throw snowballs and other things, which then flew pretty thick. Yeah, did they hit any of them? Yes, I saw 2 or 3 of them hit. One struck a soldier on the hat, and the people who were right before them had sticks. And as the soldiers were pushing their guns back and forth, they struck their guns, and one hit the grenadier on his fingers. The people crying them, "They don't dare not fire. We are not afraid of them." One of these people, a stout man with a long corkwood stick, threw himself in and made a blow at the officer. The stout man then turned around and struck the soldier's gun at the captain's right hand and immediately fell in with his club and knocking his gun away and struck him over the head. The blow came either on the soldier's cheek or on the hat. This stout man held the bayonet with his left hand and twitched it and cried, "Kill the dogs! Knock them over!" I turned to look towards the officer and I heard the word "Fire!" I thought I had heard the report of a gun, and upon hearing the report, I saw the same grenadier swing his gun and immediately discharge it. Did the soldiers move? Did they flinch? No, and if they had, they might have killed me and many others with their bayonets. Yes, I saw 10 or 15 around me as I went down Royal Exchange Lane as they were moving. Yes, I did. And after the gun fired, where did you go? Oh, hey, that's a question. I ran as fast as I could into the first door I saw. I was very much frightened.